Myths are great for storytelling, streaming, speeches, literature, and film, but avoid them when it comes to your retirement money. Here are 8 of the most financially dangerous retirement myths some people still believe. Now, as a CFP professional, I think understanding these myths and avoiding them is a really great use of your time. And later, I'm going to share the actions, the positive actions that will help your retirement and retirement plans prosper. Myth number 1, Social Security will cover your retirement needs. Well, that's the myth, but the reality, it's crucial to have additional retirement savings, as Social Security was never designed to be sufficient for a comfortable retirement. Myth 2, taking Social Security early because of a fear it will not be there. Well, the reality is, even if Congress does nothing to shore up the Social Security Trust Fund, most of the payouts, most of the checks people receive electronically are still funded by payroll taxes, all the people that are working. But Congress has a habit of waiting till the very last minute to fix problems and good programs like Social Security. And folks, they love Social Security. They did it 40 years ago under the Greenspan Commission, and I believe they will do it again. Plus, every year you wait to claim Social Security, your Social Security check goes up 8% adjusted for inflation from ages 62 to 70. I just thought I'd throw that in. We're talking about retirement myths that are costing you money. Here's the next myth. You'll pay less in taxes during retirement. Well, wait a minute. The reality is that your tax situation may become more complex with potential liabilities from retirement account distributions. You've heard about these, RMDs, required minimum distributions. They're a big part of this, and many people should not wait to begin the withdrawals of those distributions now at the new, later RMD trigger age of 73. Here's the next myth. Your expenses will decrease once you retire. Well, in reality, some costs may be lower, but others like health care, taxes, home improvements, home insurance, housing, transportation often increase, potentially offsetting any other savings. Now you're watching What's Next with Money, a program with smart insights to guide your financial decisions. Here's the next myth. Delaying retirement savings is fine. Whoa, wait a minute. The reality is starting early leverages the power of compounding returns, employer matches, that free money, and the tax advantages with retirement savings, making it easier to build a substantial nest egg. And always make money every month by investing and compounding while you sleep and start early. I've talked about compounding, savings, and investing before Congress in hearings about financial capability. Now, for retirement, it works fantastic. Working with credit cards, the compounding is also there, but it works in reverse, hurting you. And guess who gets to keep those compounded returns in a credit setting or credit card setting? It ain't us. It's those credit card companies. Next myth, converting all your retirement savings, that's all your retirement savings, into annuities. Now, the reality is, we don't like to put all things in one basket. Annuities will not keep up with inflation and should be considered only part of your retirement plan. Have other sources to keep up with inflation, like working longer, your jobs, maybe a part-time job, optimizing when to claim Social Security. So you grab that 8% from ages 62 to 70 each year you delay claiming. That check goes up. Rental income, your stock portfolio, the earnings and the distributions you can make from your 401k. For more context and understanding in this key area, see our video on optimizing your retirement paycheck for more on the right kind of annuities to consider. Now, before I get into myth 7, let me ask, have you heard statements of perceived personal advice or retirement truths that you find odd or you believe in or maybe have doubts about? Maybe some of these turned out to be good. Maybe some have not. throw them in the comment section. We might do other videos about this. There's a lot of material we can cover, and I'm always open to suggestion from our viewing community of nexters who watch What's Next with Money. Here's myth 7, having larger, inflexible, non-adaptive withdrawal rates. Now, this is a little technical. You may have heard of the 4% rule, the amount annually that you could pull out from a retirement portfolio like a 401k or an IRA of liquid assets. Now, in reality, you need the assets properly managed for the long term to keep up with and return more than inflation. So work with a CFP professional on withdrawal and asset allocation strategies. This is a critical area to get right, and you want professional advice to help you. Here's the next myth. Going for interest-bearing, safe investments that might be paying only 3 to 5%. Now, since the recent run-up in interest rates, and now we're kind of on the other side of that, we've seen a lot of CDs and savings accounts paying higher rates than we've seen the last 20 to 25 years. The reality is you might want to keep some of your allocation in cash, but cash cannot outpace inflation. Cash is okay, especially for emergencies and large near-term goals, like to ride out stock market declines. In that case, you're not forced to sell investments at temporarily low values because you have cash you can tap into. Plus, in this case, by allocating cash during a downturn, you have extra cash to buy on dips, pick up those bargains. So work with a CFP professional on cash allocation, but invest for growth and inflation-adjusted returns. So folks, those are the 8 myths. But what should we do? As a CFP professional helping this audience and the public grow wealth, I'm asked this a lot. So here are 15 tips in 5 minutes to boost your retirement savings. Actions that will help your retirement and retirement plans prosper. Number 1, start saving as early as possible to take advantage of compounding over time. 2, contribute to your 401k or other workplace retirement plans to benefit from the workplace match, pre-tax contributions, and tax-deferred growth. And consider Roth versions of these accounts for lifetime tax-free investing. Next, take full advantage of any employer match programs, as it's essentially free money added to your retirement savings. Here's a Susie Orman tip. Contribute up to the match in your 401k, and then with the extra money, before you add more, open and fund a Roth IRA. Next, do not borrow from your retirement accounts. Consider a Roth IRA or Roth 401k for tax-free withdrawals in retirement, especially if you expect to be in a higher tax bracket later. You gain tax diversification and a lot of financial flexibility with Roth products. And the state and federal governments love Roths. For more videos like this, please hit that subscribe and smash that like button, and don't forget to share. Next, get advice when considering Roth conversions. The rules seem to be always changing for these, and if you have the money to pay the tax hit, it could be worthwhile in the long run for tax diversification. Work with a CFP professional, and I'm attesting personally, I have done Roth conversions over the years and am actively doing them now, way before any RMD requirement. We don't know where tax rates are going in the future, but with our big federal deficits, I kind of think they're going to go up. Next, keep an eye on the expense ratios of the funds you invest in. Lower cost means more of your money is working for you. If eligible, take advantage of catch-up contributions, which allow those over 50 to contribute additional funds to their retirement accounts. Look into health savings accounts, HSAs, which can be used for medical expenses in retirement and offer fantastic triple tax benefits. You can see our video is a health savings account right for you. For more information, we'll have links. And hey, if you're self-employed, set up a SEP IRA, simple IRA, or a solo 401k to save for retirement with big tax advantages. And now there are new Roth versions for some of these self-employed retirement accounts. Diversify your investments to manage risk and potentially increase returns over the long term. Look at asset allocation and get advice from a CFP professional. And see our video, Net Worth Equals Net Wealth. Next, regularly review and adjust your retirement plan to ensure it aligns with your changing financial situation and retirement goals. See our video on optimizing your retirement paycheck and work with the CFP professional. Carefully and thoughtfully plan 401k rollovers into IRAs. This is where we want to consolidate accounts from previous jobs. If changing jobs, in some cases, you may be able to roll an existing 401k to your new 401k and the new plan at your new company. This is not common, but you should ask about it, and it is growing in use. And always update retirement plan and health savings account beneficiary designations. Delay claiming Social Security as long as you can between the ages of 62 and 70. You'll get an 8% per year extra for every year you wait, all inflation adjusted. There are also joint and survivor benefits. Social Security is income you cannot outlive. And see our video, Retirement Numbers That Can Make You Money. Know about RMDs, those required minimum distributions, and the changing nature of them. RMDs could get many families in a tax squeeze if they delay RMDs, even though they're required to initiate them now at age 73, a later date set by Congress. And see our video, Retirement Numbers That Can Make You Money. So those are the 8 retirement myths and the many tips, the 15 tips to counteract them so you can be confident in your retirement and in life. So check out this video, Optimizing Your Retirement Paycheck. And be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. Don't forget to share. I'm Brent Neiser, looking to see you next time on What's Next with Money.